The charm we're going to make right now is, I like to call it a Girl Scout cupcake. It's because it's a normal cupcake, but then we put a sash around it with a few badges. We're going to use the same molds as we used in the plain cupcake tutorial, if you saw that one. If not, check it out. I get my molds from the Mold Hut on Etsy. They're really good quality and a good price, so that's where I shop. The first thing that we're going to do is just work the white, because we have some darker colors we're going to be using, so I want to make sure I don't get any weird colors on my white clay. So we are going to put the white clay into the icing mold first, and you can see that I have too much clay in there, so I'm just going to take my thumb and kind of smush it off. Get all of that off of me. And then just pack the clay down into the mold. Then using my fingers, I'm just going to pinch it around just to loosen the sides a little bit, and then I should be able to pull that icing top out fairly easily, and I'll set that to the side for now. Next I'm going to use the green clay, and I'm going to do the cupcake base. I'm just warming it up in my hands, and then I'll smush that inside of the cupcake base mold. And again, just using my fingers, I'll just kind of pinch as I turn it around to loosen that from the sides and set that to the side. Then I'm going to take the chocolate clay and kind of flatten the sphere to make a disc, and that's going to be my cupcake, the top of the chocolate cupcake that's showing out of the cupcake wrapper. And then I will take the icing and put it on top. And just kind of move that icing down so it adheres really well to the chocolate and onto the cupcake. So at this point I could stop because that's a perfectly great cupcake. But again, I'm going to do a Girl Scout cupcake. So I'm going to take some of the tan clay and just warm that in my hands. And then I'm going to spread this clay and just keep working it between my fingers until I get a really kind of a long, thin, rectangular strip. Doesn't have to be a perfect rectangle, but, you know, pretty close, of clay. And we're going to do a sash across our cupcake. So we'll keep working this and get it really smooth. Now, if you would like to use a paintbrush handle or a small rolling pin or a clay ruler, you could, and you'd get it really, really, really smooth. I'm not too concerned about that, so I'm just going to keep working it with my fingers until it's pretty smooth and done. Okay, so I just have this really long, thin piece of clay. And I'm going to take my cupcake and just go from one side to the other and give it its little sash. And then you can take like scissors or a spatula and really get a crisp edge there if you want. Or you can do like I just did and just kind of pinch and pull it off. That's totally up to you. And just kind of work that around so it looks like a really nice little sash around your cupcake. And I'm going to let the little point of the sash point out too. So there's the front of my cupcake, because that's how sashes go. And then I'm just going to make 3, and these are not the correct shape, I guess, unless you're a junior. Which this is a tan sash, so this would be a Cadet Senior Ambassador sash. For those of you that are wanting to make sure that you are authentic, you know, you'd want to research and figure out, make sure what size or what color the sash should be for the age level that you want. And then I'm just going to put 3 little badges on it, but they're really, like I said, they're not, they're just for decoration. This is not correct because cadet, seniors, and ambassador badges are not round. But it gets the main point across. That they have little badges. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is just trim my eye pin and make my loop. And then I will stick this into the back of the cupcake as such, and leaving it up a little bit just so I can be sure that I can get a safety pin or a jump ring or something through that. And then there is your Girl Scout cupcake. Thank you for watching.